Hey, I'm Connor Nielsen of CS Reviews, and you know what I really love? A great movie. And guess what? This next movie is probably the complete opposite. You know, every decade, there's one, maybe two movies that are so terrible that I guess you consider them funny. I mean, so terribly bad that they're funny. And, you know, a lot of people say this is the place where dialogue goes to die. I call these things cinematic train wrecks. They are just so awful. I mean, in the 80s it was Howard the Duck. In the 1990s it was Showgirls. But I personally feel that Batman and Robin was the worst. I mean, that's just... Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze, really? But anyways, this decade it'll probably be The Last Airbender, but yeah, last decade, the 2000s, without a doubt, Battlefield Earth. This is Battlefield Earth, a saga of the year 3000. Now it starts off where you see it's black, and then you see all these green letters coming up saying what's happened. Well, there's another sci-fi movie that starts off where it's black except they have stars, and there's blue words going up that's kind of giving you a briefing. What's that one? 2001? No, it's not 2001. I want to say maybe, yeah, I think it was Star Wars. But it feels like it's ripping off Star Wars. I mean, that's the first awful thing about this movie. And the worst part is, you can't even read it. It's in that bizarre font. It's going up, and I had to pause it, because thank goodness I rented this on DVD, because I rented it with Citizen Kane. You know, you can't rent the best without seeing the worst. But I turned it on, and I had to pause it, because I could barely read it. And I paused it. I feel bad for the people who went to go see this in theaters. That's bizarre font, and it said, it is the year 3000, it's what the Earth once called home. I thought it said once called future by a man, and I thought, so I kind of had to look at it again. It said, no, once man's home, and I thought it said once man's future, and I didn't think that fit, but then it's in a bizarre font. But anyways, it's a dreadful movie, and what it's about is the Cyclos, get this, from the planet Cyclo. I mean, clever, huh? And it's amazing how bad it is, but the Cyclos from Cyclo come to Earth in the year 2000, take over the world, and they won in what Travolta calls a measly 9-minute fight. And pretty much take over the world and try to mine the world for gold. I don't know why, but they just want gold, and you have Johnny. Yeah, the hero's name is Johnny. Yeah. Played by Barry Pepper, and he kind of looks like an elf from Middle Earth. Except with greasy hair, and not long, silky, flowing hair. But the man is primitive in this movie. I don't know why, but man is primitive. I mean, there's a scene where John Travolta is telling him they dare not run away because he can shoot him within 1,000 paces, and he turns around and shoots the leg off of a cow. You just see the leg fall off, and I was like, oh, that's disgusting. I mean, why a cow? I mean, there's cows randomly there, and they're told to their spaceship lands, and it's very confusing, not for the good. But he shoots a leg off of a cow, and then randomly these people that you've never seen before just come out with spears and charcoal kind of all over their faces, and you know, of course, greasy hair, and they have skins on them. They're like, oh, 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 and well, why are they here? And then he goes, let it be said, and then he takes the gun, he's about to shoot Turtle, and he goes, just shoot him already, the movie will end finally. And he goes, no, I can't shoot him. What about the others? Well, what about them? What about yourself? He goes, let it be said we took this one chance and fought. And, we'll start fighting by shooting him. I mean, you got a gun. Instead of giving it back to him, how about you shoot him, go in there and shoot everybody else? I mean, it's simple. That's the way James Bond would do it, and look how many times he's came out on top. Other thoughts. The first 5 minutes make absolutely no sense. I mean, well, okay, you know, there's all the credits, and then it shows him galloping on his pony. You're, okay, here it is. And then this girl comes up and she says, your father's not here. The spirits took him in the middle of the night. And he grabs whatever's in his hand and just goes, Aah! And he chucks something, and you think, well, did we miss something? It's just terrible. 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 The acting. Should I mention the acting? It's, as Bill and Ted would say, bogus. It's just awful. I mean, Barry Pepper playing this really, really, really bad, primitive hero, and you can tell he's not a hero because he doesn't have the whole hero aspect. I mean, every time, what do you think when you think hero? I mean, you think Indiana Jones, you think James Bond, you think, you think another, big action here. I mean, you think people like Harrison Ford, and you think people like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, those are the action heroes. I mean, they're the big guys, and they're icons, basically, because they're action heroes. And then he doesn't feel like the action hero in this. He just feels like the guy. Okay? Some guy. And then John Travolta is just pitiful in his role. He just talks in this bizarre Shakespearean accent. It's just, while you was learning to spell your name, I was being trained to conquer galaxies. I mean, why does he talk? I mean, they sound a whole lot cooler when, they're not speaking. They're like, I mean, why doesn't John Travolta talk in his regular voice? Why does he have to talk in that bizarre accent? I mean, Forrest Whitaker is just talking normally, I guess. And then John Travolta is trying to make a fool of himself. I mean, while you were still learning to spell your names, do you want lunch? Shove a rat in their face. I mean, there's a part where they hose him down, because of course they're prisoners, they have to hose him down, and I mean, it's only 20 minutes into the thing, and it's so intense, right? And you get all the reactions in slow motion, going, oh, oh. And then you're sitting there pretty much laughing because it's pretty much comedy. I can only imagine how many people walked out. What's weird is the Cyclo, its atmosphere is flammable, yet there's random fire spitting up at random places. I didn't understand that one bit. There's overact. You know what? The only reason I saw this was because I heard it's the worst movie ever made. And I saw Batman and Robin, and I hated it. Okay, I saw Godzilla in 1998, and that was the very first movie I ever declared the worst movie I've ever seen. Then I saw Batman and Robin, and I was so excited to see it. But it was lame, and I figured, oh, I didn't get it. So I can't believe I wasted my life seeing Batman and Robin 5 times. Those are 5... That's about 10 hours I'm never going to get back in my life. And, oh, what could I have done with that 10 hours? I mean, I could have done so much with that 10 hours instead of watching Freeze! Freeze! I don't know, but then I saw this. This has to be tied with Batman and Robin. I don't know, it's just, in some ways it's worse, in some ways it's better. I don't know, because I was expecting a good laugh, and a good laugh I got out of it, but I don't know, maybe it's still probably It's so worse, I guess. I guess it's worse than Batman and Robin, but I don't know. Batman and Robin has a special place in my heart because it's that awful. In a way, half of 1%, no, 0.5 out of 10, because it's so laughably bad, and 0.5 out of 10 because, what the heck, they made it. Oh, well, it gets half of a star and 1 out of 10. It's just dreadful. And I have to say, I think Roger Ebert said this right when he said, our first movie is an unholy mess called Battlefield Earth. I mean, if you ever get the chance, check out the Roger Ebert review of that, because it is so funny. And also check out Cinema Connection 1's channel. He has really good movie reviews, and this is Connor Nielsen signing out.